Oh, hi, everybody. Where's Chris? Chris is doing his interview for his Big Shiny Tunes podcast, so he will join us in a moment. I hope you're all doing well. Big day. Went to the doctors today. We'll get to that in a second. Baldy! Welcome aboard, Baldy. You want to hear about what happened to the doctors today? It's good news. Full calf, not sleeping at all. I got some sun. All right today. Your enthusiasm is palpable, Baldy. Thank you so much for bringing positivity to the stream. How do you feel about doctors out there, first of all? I have an aversion to hospitals. I think it's because I was born 3 months premature. So my first sensation in life was being surrounded by the smell of a hospital while a nurse stabbed me in the head with a needle so I could have nourishment. I have some trauma in that area. Hello, Alex Watson. Welcome aboard. So I'm not a big fan of hospitals, not a big fan of doctors. I got a good one, a guy named Troy Kaiser Permanente. Technically, he's a physician's assistant, which means he's like a doctor, only he can't cut into me. I'll give you drugs. So his heart is pure in this situation. Let's get that, shall we? Welcome aboard, Alex. And so at the hospital today, and it was a big appointment. I didn't realize it was sort of resting heavy on my chest today because of they were finding out if the surgery actually took. So today we found out whether or not bone death is a fucking thing. Incorrect. Newsflash, Alex. Bone death, not claiming my ass. So I'll be here for a while. How? No bone death, ladies and gentlemen. I'm bone death free in 2021. 2021, the bones are strong. Learned some horrific stuff. One of which is, so I have 7 screws in my shoulder. Screws. Like you'd use to build a fucking shelf. Not going to need a pill. Not going to fucking need a pill. No bone death. 7 screws. Here's something I learned. Your bones can reject the screws. Is everyone else feel their genitals recede into their body cavity at the idea of your bone going, not these screws, and then slowly pushing the screws out of your body? That's something that I learned today. That's why I've been going in for these x-rays 2 weeks, that I thought it was something else. They instead explained to me, no, we're making sure that your bones are not pushing metal screws out of your body. And then I threw up my soul. Oh, what the fuck? Isn't that crazy? If you're not sitting down right now, but it's not happening, by the way. How you know is you'll see darkness on the x-rays because it's an example of racism. That is English-inspired racism against Irish, not mock gingers. Oh, we're all good, buddy. My body is not rejecting the screws. It's not vibrating them slowly out of my body. That's how it works. Your bones slowly push it out by like creating looks like subtle vibrations of screws in your bones. Yeah, but you're being inspired by English racism. And oh boy, phenomenal stuff. I'm also sore in my chest area, in my breast, and all down my arm, constricting there, and it's referred pain on my arm from my rotator cuff is down to my bicep, is what that is, which is fascinating. And my pectoral muscle is inflamed because they had to move it for surgery. Isn't that fucked up? They moved my muscle. As I'm screwing in the screws. So we're all good. I have averted any of the problems that could have resulted in this surgery. I have no bone death. And I may one day be able to YMCA. I'm not wearing a sling. I wore a t-shirt earlier today. It's very exciting. I feel imbued and blessed. A mega stream, I think, is in the works. Please send in all watch-alongs and various items for that. Poppy2323, welcome aboard, Poppy. And then is metal providing support? I had sling for 2 months for my shoulder. Well, what it is so basically the bone, if you think about the top of your humerus bone is that ball that goes into your shoulder bone. Mine had a part that was sliced off And now I learned actually today, because I looked at the x-rays in comparison, and was floating over here. So what'll happen is the regular part of the bone will attempt to knit to that bone. But in the knitting process, it won't be able to vascularize the missing part. Ooh, yes, no, Ram Ranch. Ram Ranch is definitely going to be a featured part of the stream. I can't stop thinking about that guy, by the way. I talked about him with friends. Like, there's so much to it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell if he's crying out for help or I'm crying out for help. Oh, thank you very much, Bernice. Yes, I will YMCA. I hear you also have you're a fellow person who's pinned together. Go. Yeah, let's never go to surgery ever again. But the Ram Ranch guy, like, it's just Gingerbeard Man. I think I thought about it a lot, because if you think about it, he's putting a lot of effort into the musicianship. Like, there's a few different instruments he's playing. If you really think about, like, if you break it down, like, it's a lot of effort. Like, it's weird things, the amount of things that expend energy, and creating that much original music. That's actually going to take some time. Like, it's why the internet is fascinating, by the way, because it truly shows the amount of people that want and need goddamn inspiration and goddamn push towards creating something. And once they have that push, they're unstoppable, such as the Ram Ranch guy. Because that Ram Ranch guy, he's going nowhere. He's pushed it to the limit. Chris Betts is in the midst of his interview, of course. Let's just check. I'm checking messages from Chris, seeing what he's saying. Cool. I started. Join whenever, bro. Is metal replacing where your bones can't knit? So no. Thank you for bringing me back. So it's two separate things. It would have knitted. It may have been too far to knit together, or it would have misplaced, so it lost mobility. Also, it would chip. The bone would be chipped and dead, hence bone death. Did you watch that mini doc about him? No. We gotta wait for Chris. What's Chris saying? Oh, it's just wrapping up. All right. Can you? Yeah, maybe we'll watch that. Anyway, so what they did was they went in with the plate, and it's basically the plate is screwed it all together, so the bone doesn't need to knit and does much less work, and then it all glues together. Thomas, are you coming on the program today? Answer me, Thomas. I thought you had a play to do today. Or was that yesterday? Oh, can I? Oh, yes, of course you can plug the charity thing. Everyone, our very own, the moderator of this stream and technical assistant, Alex Watson, has something to plug. So please, there it is right there. Yeah, come on, buddy. I like having Tom on. He has an element of class. Here, Tom is my favorite variety of English person, by the way. Is England does theatrical folk better than anyone. It's a thing. It's the same way that America does bros than anyone else. Tom was very good as Bernie Sanders. I'm going to need some info on that. We'll be on charity stream doing the Mountain Goat songs. Oh my God, will you? Oh, this is great. Okay, so doing a charity stream February 15th to raise money for mental health charities such as Mind and Calm. Find out more by going to those links. Please donate and go watch the stream on February the 15th, which is on Monday. That will be on Monday. I will attempt to host that stream when it is on this channel. But please donate and support anyone raising charity. It's very good. And we're going to talk to Tom when he decides to join. Anytime he'll be probably playing the Mountain Goats. I'm actually intrigued to find out where that Mountain Goats fascination started. It's interesting. I love having. I always like people's particular huggy booky bands. Like mine's Iggy Pop, Tragically Hip, Queens of the Stone Age. Those are sort of my go-tos. Right now, it's been a lot of tragic. I got an inordinate amount. Phantom Power, very good recovery album. Bit Day for Night. But Day for Night, when it comes to tragically, very mellow music. I don't know about... The Who. Oh, fucking great pick, Alex, actually. Yes, The Who is excellent. And The Who's also great because they... Unlike the Beatles or the Rolling Stones, the flavor of The Who really changes. They're a very different band. Those first few albums, all the way through. Listen, I'll listen to that fucking last album with fucking. What were you raising money for? The only thing I check Facebook on, King Geo, is to check messages in the group that we're in together. I didn't see it. And also, anyone who gets pissed off what you saw, you didn't see it with the Facebook. I was like, well, I just shut up. Is the best I can do extended workout studies for her as well, and it hasn't been ruined. Quadrophenia is pretty great. We are the mods. We are the mods. We are the mods. Quadrophenia, fucking, that's a good one. When I get my license, just blast that. And Tommy, see, Tommy's the shit. I see Quadrophenia and Tommy both excellent, very differently understood albums too. You know what I mean? Tommy is very much the first and a brilliant beginner's luck attempt at a rock opera. It's one of the most amazingly realized full story concept albums. And Quadrophenia is much more complicated and interesting. It also really shows. It's a weird thing because Pete Townsend does not get the fucking credit he really deserves for being such a force in that band. I think it's because him and Roger Daltrey just fucking hate each other. How about Yes and ELP? Really? Is that your go-to Huggy Bookie bands? Ginger Beard Man 1? And is Yes, really? That would be it's a bit too busy for me. I'm going to say, but I do prog rock. Both of those are actually good because prog rock's so busy and big that it's difficult. Obviously, but I do prefer when I get tax receipts for. But I will do my DD on this. Due diligence, I assume, is what that is. ELP Lucky Man is a fucking banger too. Oh, what a lucky man he was. Also, ELP helped smuggle a shitload of drugs for that guy. Howard Nice, Mr. Nice, Howard Marks, Howard West. What was that fucking drug dealer's name? Howard Marks, I believe. He was a British drug dealer. So, he didn't smuggle that many drugs. British criminals are always oh, he was such a dangerous criminal. He smuggled 10 pounds of weed. And you're like, that's not a North American criminal. Fuck off. Smuggler. Howard Marks. Yes, Mr. Nice. Howard Marks. I like, by the way, on Google, they put him as an author. Howard Marks. Yeah, he hid the drugs in the equipment of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. All right, who's joined? Thomas.
Hello.
Hello, mate. Lovely. Ooh. Is it it's 40th anniversary of Moving Pictures tomorrow? We will have to listen to Rush later in the stream then. Welcome, Tom. How are you? Do you like Rush?
I've never really listened to them, to be fair.
I mean, I would suggest, I think it's on there's a Netflix documentary on them, and it makes you love them.
I bloody love a Netflix music documentary.
Oh, and it's a quality one because it wasn't a self-produced by Netflix, so it doesn't have that weird thing how Netflix sort of shines everything and makes it very plasticky. It was done by the guys that did that heavy metal documentary, the Headbangers Gentlemen. What?
Anvil?
Not Anvil. The one where the guy goes around and gives you the history of heavy metal with the long hair.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, Anvil's weird because I was in Toronto, and Anvil was just around. And what they don't mention is that the lead singer, he had that job.
Hang on, can I pull you up here?
Yes.
You've done this thing that North Americans do of using the. People say, "Oh, Radiohead had a good album."
They have good albums. It's not in the past tense.
Oh no, it's not. It's not about the tense. It's about the plural.
Go on, explain. I don't know what you're taking me up on, but I'm willing to learn.
I mean, there are very few people who will be as annoyed as I am about this.
I mean, if you're getting into the minutia, then that's what a twist stream is for. You said
hang on. I'm going to pull you up on that. It's minutiae.
Oh, very good. So I think someone studied philosophy, or did they? I assume you got a 2-2, which I still don't know what that means. I just know it's a gentleman's degree.
Yeah, well, it is the third worst qualification you can get.
Is 2-2?
Yeah, I think so. You can get third, and you can get non-classified.
It's non-classified failed.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then third is like D? Is it like you didn't do great?
Yeah.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, how's it going?
Okay, so it's fine. Tom is about to really get into the minutiae, the minish.
Thank you.
The meniscus?
Yeah. We're gonna nosh.
Oh, is there a meniscus on this stream?
That's too far, man.
Yeah, God damn it, Tuck.
Yeah,
Tighten
come on,
up.
Tuck. What the hell?
Come on, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Yeah, this sums up how I'm fucking feeling right there.
I mean, we don't have time to get into what's wrong with me.
Oh, good. Tom's frozen. I was really worried that was me all of a sudden. I was like,
Tom's frozen. Tom's frozen. All right, go ahead. What's the thing that North Americans do? And then we will go through the grades as they're in the chat.
Tom? Or is that
Tom?
Am I unfrozen?
Oh, yeah,
yes,
we can hear you
now. You are unfrozen. But we may not be unfrozen for him. Okay, so yes,
you refer to things that are plural, as in a football team or a band, as a singular.
I see what you're saying. Radio heads. So the radio heads?
No.
Yeah. So what you're saying is so the radio heads, gentlemen.
The Bee Geesies.
The Bee Geesies?
Yeah.
The Beatles?
Yeah. The Abbas.
Yeah. The Rolling Stones.
Or is it the Abbeys?
Oh, yes. I think it would be the Abbeys. Yes,
it's the Abbeys. Yeah, because it's Latin.
You have to refer to the Swedish for that one.
Yeah.
Yes, you really have never heard Waterloo until you've heard it in the original Swedish. It's very pro-Nazi. Waterloo, when it is burning, we'll get the Jews. Waterloo, yeah, no one is surprised at our politics. Sweden is bastion for populist thought in a shithole country. Go ahead, Tom.
I think you're thinking of Ace of Base.
I saw the sign. It was a Star of David, and I was furious, so I burned it down.
I saw the sign, and they told me to storm the Capitol and kill Mike Pence. Is anyone else watching? And we'll get back to Tom and his various oases. So they're the blurs, is what you're saying. They're not blur. They're blurs.
No. People say, you can say, so Blur made a good album, or Blur. Oh no, hang on.
Yeah, I think you made a terrible example.
No. He can figure it out. He's a big boy.
Okay.
No, I can figure it out, but turns out I'm drunk.
Yeah. I knew it was. Once I saw your hair in your giant translucent glass of liquid. Listen, I know you well enough to know that's not going to be water. It's not going to be water.
No, it's not giant, and it's a lovely glass of gin and tonic.
It's just very close.
It's very close. Then the glass is very close to the camera. Your arms are much longer than I recall.
Oh, guys, we're gonna write a paper for D-Carp. D-Carp, what do you need us to write it about?
Oh,
we're gonna write it right now.
Yeah. You're talking. I have a theater degree. Chris graduated from the School of Flair Bartending.
Hey.
Tom has a 2-2 in philosophy from a mid-range Scottish university.
Fuck you. It's mental philosophy. Genuinely.
Maud, please keeping an eye on Tom's takes. I'm also, yes, there's nothing better, by the way, than and Scottish people, because they picked a side between Edinburgh and Glasgow, and they stick with it like no one else.
I mean, most of the people I used to know at university who still live in Scotland have moved to Glasgow.
They made
Better place.
They made the right choice.
It's not a better place.
It is a provably better place.
Yeah. Glasgow is. I'd rather visit Edinburgh and live in Glasgow.
Yeah.
They are both wonderful, wonderful cities.
Oh, 100%. But
Yeah.
we're getting into this is a Twitch stream. We're going on.
We're going to start rating British cities.
Yes, we are. What a great game. All right. Here's my. Okay.
Have I done a game?
You've done it. You've done a game. You've done a game.
Sorry, D-Carp, you're on your own. Write that paper. We're rating cities now,
Yeah,
baby.
D-Carp, we will come back to your paper because I don't feel that this is this is an actual topic of a paper. It's a critique about an asshat's opinion on minimum wage. Also, who is the asshat? What country are you in? Google's how to unsubscribe. It's impossible. We have your money. Alex Watson coming in with a hot take. Ipswich, #1.
Is the best? Are you high? What's wrong with you?
I mean, it's not getting in the top 10.
No. Okay, we'll each give our. Let's each give our
30s.
Let's each give our top 5. Let's each give our top 5 because I think that'll probably.
No, okay. Then let's each give one that would be in the top 3.
Oh,
yeah, let's go
I
around
like
the
that.
horn like this. I like.
Yeah,
that.
I like
Cool.
this. I like this. Okay, Tom, you start.
Well, I'm going to go Edinburgh.
Chris,
Manchester.
Great town.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Glasgow. I'm gonna go Glasgow here.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Phenomenal.
so we've got 3 out of 10 now.
Yeah, we got 3 out of 10. And by the way, I
Enjoy.
agree with all of these so far would be on my list. Like both would be. Yeah.
Totally agreed.
If any of us disagreed, we would be having an argument now.
Yes, I know, and we will soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Birmingham.
Yeah, we're having an argument right now.
I was just going to say that's
we're
an
now about
argument.
to
Now
have an
we're
argument.
fighting. That's
Birmingham could be sawed off the island and float off into the nothing, and not only would it not be missed, it would be actively better.
How many bad gigs have you had in Birmingham?
Not as many as this opinion would think. Bear in mind, my worst gig ever was in Birmingham, but that has nothing to do with the city. I separate city from gig quality most of the time. Liverpool.
I really don't.
Oh, I do. Because if not, I would hate Manchester.
What has Birmingham got going for it? It's a bunch of neighborhoods that have nothing in them. I've wandered the whole city.
Yeah, so have I.
And there's nothing there. Nothing. Defend this car park of a city. It's a bigger Milton Keynes.
Yeah, have you seen our mall? Fuck you. Go ahead.
Birmingham has some of the greatest people in this country.
Ugh.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It provably doesn't.
Provably?
Yeah.
I mean, start proving.
Now we're talking about gigs.
I disagree with you. Therefore, I've proven it. Like I said, Midlands people are fine. They're fine. But like Birmingham, but that's the Midlands.
Okay. We're holding Birmingham out of the top 10 of best British cities.
It's got to be out. Like,
we're holding it. We're holding it.
You're holding it out, so it could make 10 if there isn't more dissent within the list, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
All right, interesting point. Also, the bull ring is a disgrace.
I agree with that.
Yeah, Birmingham disgrace. Also, how the fuck does Newcastle have an underground railroad system, and Birmingham you still have to use like overground trains that go to other cities? So it's slightly expensive and it's a bit irritating. Not a good system. I don't like that.
Whose turn is it next?
It's Christopher Betts' turn.
That's me. And I'm going with Brighton.
Yeah, of course.
Great city. I lived there for 3 years. Absolute dream.
I think Tom Tuck's we have a dissent in Tom Tuck.
No, absolutely not.
Nope.
I was just trying to remember if it's an actual city.
Ooh.
Okay, could we say Brighton Hove region? Let's see if it's an actual city. Of course.
I think it has a cathedral. I think
it is.
Yeah.
But that was the hesitation on my face.
Okay,
it was
cool. Yeah,
not whether it's a good place. It's a great place.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So technically, it's a constituent part of the city of Brighton and Hove. So I'm going to allow it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. See you. Hastings.
I'm going to go Bristol. Putting Bristol in.
Bristol's a great place.
Bristol's great.
Absolutely. Got to agree.
Filled with pirate history, full of fat goths. The entire place smells like an attic.
They threw a statue in the water.
They certainly did.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Good place for walking around, and as a Canadian, great place for on the street drinking.
Yes.
A variety of lovely benches by the water. And also, let's be honest, there's a couple of nice fun fountains. Also, one time I saw a kid walking through one of those fountains and it activated, and it scared the shit out of him so much. It brings me joy to this day of how utterly terrible.
I saw a wedding fall apart when I was in Bristol completely. The wife stormed off screaming and her friends chased after her. It was beautiful.
Now let's just quickly go through our list here. We've got Manchester, Edinburgh, Glasgow,
Brighton, Bristol.
Manchester. Did we already say Manchester?
Oh yeah, Manchester.
Yeah, because we've gone around twice. So
Oh no, it's 5 because we don't count Birmingham.
Yes, so we're at 5.
Yeah.
Here's where it's going to get tricky. We're starting to run out of cities in the UK. I like.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm going to go for Nottingham.
Oh.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I would put that You know what? I'm going to say this. I wouldn't choose to live there, but if for some circumstance I ended up in Nottingham, I'd go, yeah, I could do this. I could absolutely do this.
But you know what the best thing about Nottingham is? There is Leicester. And that's a fucking shithole.
Oh, yeah. Leicester really sneaks up on you on how much of it's a shithole. Because here's the thing. Unlike most British cities where they put the train station like essentially next to a skip that's on fire, like most British train stations, instead of like, welcome to this beautiful picturesque city, for some reason, the train station is just near a bunch of actual shit. Why do you have a pile of shit just in the middle of your city? So we know where the train station is. Why are you asking stupid questions? Leicester drops you in it's like a beautiful vista down, and it looks like a shopping market, lovely place. And then you walk around a bit and you're going, go.
Leicester is A roads and racism.
I mean, again, I'm going to say that could be almost anywhere in England. Yeah.
But still true. Still true.
It's really difficult to cross a road in Leicester. And that shouldn't be difficult.
That is very difficult in Leicester. They're all bad. It's all bad. It's all like this. Like you have to like go.
You got to find the peak of the corner because you're going to get hit. You're gonna get hit.
What?
Well, with no reason for it.
Say that again.
It's almost like LA, but no reason for it.
I mean, LA is actually weirdly very easy to cross the street. You can't, whatever you do, don't jaywalk because they'll fucking kill you.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah,
I'm
like
a serial jaywalker.
Yeah, as am I. It is not a jaywalking city. Like they are. Okay,
so what have we got set up?
So you just said Nottingham. So we're at 6 now.
Manchester,
Brighton, Bristol, Nottingham.
Yeah.
Nottingham.
I can't believe it hasn't come up yet. Newcastle. Newcastle is a great city.
But only tangentially.
Sorry?
Great town.
Love it. Love it so much.
It's all right.
No, I got to live there for a month. I lived in a Premier Inn because I was hosting pub quizzes for Budvar.
When was that?
This was
I vaguely remember. Was I living in
6 years ago?
England at the time
yeah.
you were doing this?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, so they just put me up in a Premier Inn, and every night in Newcastle, I was in a different pub asking 30 questions about Budvar's history. It was great. They just gave me free beer, and I wandered around.
Jotro,
Birmingham.
2 Canucks fucking talk shit about fucking Birmingham, mate.
Fuck
and
you,
guess
Birmingham.
what? I'm pretty sure you are from the Midlands. You're the one good thing about it. That you, Joe Lycett, everything else, piss off.
Tez is all right. Tez is from Birmingham.
Tez is from He's from Blackburn.
Oh, my mistake. He just talks Brum a lot.
Blackburn. What a horrible place that is.
One of the
worst.
worst.
It's not making the list.
Yeah. Did I do a gig and Roy Chubby Brown was upstairs also doing a gig? The answer is 100%. 100%.
And his was sold out, and yours was not.
No, that was the best part. That was the only time I've ever respected Blackburn, is that his was not sold out, and it was like another gig booked in the same venue as a protest to him, which I was like, that's great.
Okay, I like that. That's good work.
That's it. I did see his fans leaving. A lot of them.
A comedian.
What?
He's not that bad a comedian.
I mean, I know what you're saying in that same way that Bernard Manning structurally has very good timing, but
exactly.
He can really make a pie shell. The problem is he diarrheas in it and then tries to tell me that's food. That's the problem. So I'm gonna go, and this I have to give credit for Alex Watson for reminding me of actually how much I like this place. Oxford. I'm gonna put Oxford up there. I really like Oxford.
Yes. Yeah, I'll allow it. I just remembered a few good nights I had.
It's a city, I'll allow it.
Is it a city?
I'm fairly sure it is a city, yeah.
And we're going based off that weird thing of it has to have that church, right? It has to have a cathedral.
Yeah, have a cathedral. I remember right before the lockdown, one of the last shows I did, I was opening for Phil Wang on tour, and we ended up in this tiki bar at 4 a.m. while the owner just gave us very expensive rums and talked to me about ice hockey and BC strip clubs. And it was one of the best nights I've had in ages. So I'm very, very pro Oxford. I'm
going to say this right now.
Nice place.
I gave you credit, Alex. And Oxford made the list. I mean, the weird thing about a lot of Canadian strip clubs is the amount, and then only took me going other places, is the fact that there's some provinces where they throw the money at the strippers.
Alberta's not well. Alberta is a screwed up place.
It's the weirdest thing. So we should explain this to some.
The two of you have been to enough strip clubs to have.
Strip clubs are really fun.
They are not fun. I have not been to that many strip clubs, and I've never been to absolutely not.
Yeah, that is incorrect.
What's the weirdest country that talks shit about hockey? England. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. So in Alberta, when the women are stripping, so in Canada we have like the version of the pound coin is called the loonie.
I do.
And we also have the toonie, which is very embarrassing when you think about the fact that Canada is in fact a real country, and one of our monies is called the toonie.
Even as a kid, that felt pretty gross.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
I didn't know that at all. I've known about the loonie since the 90s, I think.
Yeah. The toonie also from the 90s. And guess what? The toonie's
no one told me about that. No Canadian volunteered that information.
We're not proud about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of our Prince Andrew. You know what I mean? Like we're aware of it, but we don't. It's very nerve.
But do those coins sweat?
No.
Well, and that's the problem. When you put them in a freezer, they broke in half. The metal popped out.
The metal popped out. Yes.
Yeah.
And then people would wear them around their neck. Where was it? Hang on. Cheetahs in Windsor. Canadians, by the way, love a good hometown strip club. Anyway, so in Alberta, what would happen is you would take your money, you take your coined money, and if you liked the stripper, you threw the coin at her. But
this was Health Canada's fault, or Health Alberta, because what it was that they said that it was unhygienic to touch the strippers. You weren't allowed to touch them in any way. So you couldn't hand them money. Whereas like in BC, you put it on the stage and they come up and they pick it up. You still don't hand it to them. But in Alberta, they made it like a 3-foot gap. And so you just start hucking coins. And I heard one story. I heard this from Catherine, who used to live with us.
Wait, what was that? Go ahead, Tom.
Why don't you just start writing checks?
I mean, they're good. They're not.
I mean, I gotta say that Alex makes a great point right here. Yeah. This is the problem with being Canadian: is the more you tell non-Canadians Canadian stories, you just like that. Like that is 100% a great point. It's not really a real place.
It's ridiculous. So what the strippers would do is, because you can't just hand the money during the dance, is they would figure out like a competition at the end, like you know how we have a bucket speech. They would have their version of that. And the one that I heard that I love is, I say I love it. I hate that this happens at all. But she would go, and she'd breathe on a couple of coins, stick them to her nipples, and she said, whoever knocks them off gets a free drink. And so then people would just be throwing all their coins up onto the stage. And then there's this really like bleak, I think this is the bleakest. Patton Oswalt has a great bit about watching a magician.
You were there.
Oh, I wasn't there. I've never seen this. This is anecdotal. I've never seen this. But the Patton Oswalt has that great bit about watching a magician pack up his tricks into a sad case. Like it's like watching a Tom Waits song in real life. But to me, this is the bleakest image is afterwards, because the strippers don't trust anyone that works at the club. They then just walk around picking up individual coins like they smashed a piggy bank, and no one's allowed to dance until they've picked everything up. So Canada's a very, very strange spot. Yeah.
I gotta say, you guys haven't been around for Joe Trope to be in the chat. He's an absolute treat when it comes to chat jokes.
Is it my go?
I just want to point this out: is in Quebec, when you put the change on the, that's where I've been to most strip clubs. Put the change on the stage. At the end, a guy comes out with a broom and a dustpan and sweeps the money up, which I always thought was very funny.
That's like the Apollo, that guy that taps out.
Exactly.
Man.
Also, I went to a strip club in Leicester Square for a friend of mine inadvertently just called that night was his stag do. So we just went to a strip club and I didn't want to get a private dance. And then one of the dancers just called me gay for like a long time and made it so uncomfortable. And then I got
Canadian. That's so Canadian.
It was so this was in London, England.
That was here? Oh damn.
It was in London, England, and it was like so uncomfortable.
Like, were you?
I just was like, no, I'm not. Why? And like, why would that make a difference? Also, in my head, I'm like, I've been to a strip club with a gay guy. They make it rain in that champagne room. What are you talking about?
Okay. Before my go, Hastings.
Yes, Tuck.
How many times have you been to a strip club?
5 or 6 times.
Okay, 6. So single figures.
Yeah.
Bet.
At least a dozen, probably a few more. Maybe even more than that.
How many
we just
times
used to go. There was a place called Delaney's.
0 times.
0 times?
And you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
You don't hang out with enough black people, first of all.
They're so fun, man. Just go to the right ones.
Oh, I was going to call you misogynist and you're calling me racist.
100%. I 100% am. You hang out with a black person long enough, they're saying, we're going to a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? I think you might be the racist one.
100% not. I bet 100% not. To the point that I was on what North Americans call an urban comedy night, which just means mostly black people on the bill. Yeah, black people. And I said to all of them, hey, why do black guys all love strip clubs? And they all had this look like that we should be offended. And I saw them all go, wait, and look at each other and go, oh, wait, we all actually do like strip clubs. And then one of them went, here's why. That's the place your mom's friends won't be. So they're not going to tell shit about you to your mom at church on Sunday?" And I went,
Good point.
What?
Good point. It's a really good point.
it was one of those things where I went, I went, that's 100% totally makes sense. And then in my head, I'm going, that's why it's not the same for white dudes, because white dudes, we will run into one of our dad's friends. Like one of our dad's friends will be there by himself having a light beer. Gentlemen, who's at a Home Depot. Don't mention it to Marjorie. I hope you guys have a lovely night.
Have you heard of Rolling Rock?
Yeah. I love how we won't be here for streams, but Discord, let's go. What the hell? You're leaving, Joe Trope? Where are you going? Oh, he's just tired. Tom, please.
So my entry for the competition, as it were, is London.
No, I'm banning that.
You don't think it's a good city?
No.
I was debating it. I've got to.
It's one of those ones where I knew
empirically I have to go with Tom, but Jesus Christ.
I also do have to go with Tom, but it is not it's not a good city. But here's the thing: is it's one of the better cities in Europe and not a good city.
It's a remarkable, terrible city.
So much about it that is wonderful,
and it's exactly
and is a crushing influence on loads of the rest of it.
Yeah, there's also a crushing influence. Like it it crushes you.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Trope. I know the UK Times mean you can't be here live all the time, but he's been saying he's been calling. What's the other one you wrote about? Another really good one.
I missed it. What was that?
The greatest singer for Bowling for Soup.
Did you look like the leader? This was my favorite.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
I would almost say we have to pick a borough of London to put on as the best city, and then I would actually go Finsbury Park Manor House is the best part of London. And
hang on, are we saying that London is out?
It feels like a province, like it's its own.
Yeah, because here's the thing: it's more.
Then I should have another go.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I want to say we should include some part of London in that. I won't allow. It's a weird thing. I would allow North London. I would say North London should go on the list. South London, West London. You can piss up a road, both of those sections. First of all, West London, so inconvenient.
I know a lot of people who would stab you the fuck up for that.
No, you do not. You don't know anyone who's stabbed anyone.
Yeah.
You know someone who's touched people with a fencing sword.
Okay, three. I know 3 people who would stab you the fuck up for the South London bit. West London, no one.
Yeah. I mean, we all knew it was going to be the South London because they're a bunch of stabby criminals. Yeah, I understand. They're a bunch of shiftless know-nothings, of course. I can't figure out how to cross a fucking river and rent a quality flat. Jesus Christ, yeah. Ooh, I'm so scared. They're going to stab me with a knife spelled N-I-F-E.
Okay, now we've had this discussion. I think that just London is out.
I say let's put North London in. Because bear in mind, you're both in North London, proving it is the best part of London to live in.
Also, the only part that I could afford to live in. So, caveat.
And also, it's not an affordable part of London.
You could afford to live in East London, mate. Just go further east.
Yeah, you got to go to that weird east part of London where, like, where it switches.
It becomes Essex.
Yeah, but it's not Essex. It's kind of like the in between.
But you still got the bus.
Yeah, exactly. It's that. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm not going to Enfield.
It's that weird part of Essex. It's that weird part of
Enfield.
Yeah, mate. You're going to Enfield. It's that weird part of Essex where they tell you how close it is to get to that weird Sainsbury's mall that was built for the Olympics, and they say that's London. You know, we're talking about those people. They're like 10 minutes, London. 10 minutes. You just get there, and then you change 2 trains. You're at King's Cross in 45 minutes. And you're like, well, then you're not in London. You're not in London. Yeah. If I have to stop at a Westfields, I'd rather kill myself.
Excellent.
So I'm saying North London goes on the list. How does everyone else feel about that?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay,
That-
but
yeah, I'm
so
okay with
but I do get to pick another city.
I will count North London as my pick. You get to pick a new city.
You don't get another pick. That fucking changed the game.
No, because you picked London, and then we amended it to North London.
You said it was invalid. So why do you suddenly get another go?
No. I was saying I wasn't invalidating your London pick. We were involving it. So I'm saying that you still get another go. I was just, go pick another fucking city.
Tom's getting scrappy now.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I'm not getting scrappy. I'm getting rules.
You're getting rulesy? Is that what you said?
That is what I said, and I will stand the fuck by it.
Oh, sorry. I'll say it the way British people say it. He's getting rulesies.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Come on, that was good. That was good stuff. That was good, clean fun. You know that was fun. I could see you smiling, but you're playing into the character. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I will give you Norwich.
Oh
shit! I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Yes. Now, do you mean Norwich or Northwich?
Oh,
Norwich.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Northwich is not a city.
I mean, there is a place called North. There is Northwich.
A place called Northwich.
Yeah. Which, if you're not careful, you will buy a train ticket to when you're trying to go to Norwich.
We've all got those stories.
Thank you so much for the subscription, Liz. Thank you so much. I'll still say City of London, London. Fight. John is the is the Enfield haunting. This is very good. Thank you so much for the subscription, Liz. Wonderful stuff.
Poppy, thank you very much for the subscription. Much obliged.
So you're going Norwich. Here's my problem with Norwich: is I've been there many times and I don't know where it is.
I mean,
it's in East Anglia.
But you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem to have a part. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, the Midlands has a vibe. Bristol, Brighton vibes. London vibe. Norwich. I'm like, what am I doing here? Where am I?
You're in East Anglia.
Yeah, countryside. You're in a hamlet.
A very place.
I'm not a big fan.
We're making the top 10 cities in Britain. I want to point out, by the way, thus far, Northern Ireland woefully misrepresented, and I'm fine with that.
Okay. I mean, you've just pointed out somewhere we can get out of this. So what? I'm going to write it down now. What are the ones that have qualified so far? We know Edinburgh,
Glasgow,
Manchester.
Yep.
Bristol.
Yep.
Brighton. North London,
Newcastle.
No. You said that North London would qualify to be asked.
Ah, okay, I understand now. So someone has to submit North London.
Yes.
Okay.
Understood.
Newcastle. And Nottingham, I think, was the other one.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
So how many do we have left? How many are on the list?
I think we have space for one or two more.
7. All right.
Okay. Bristol as well. If we didn't say Bristol, Bristol's on
Bristol's
there.
definitely on. Bristol's of course on there. Bristol's of course on there.
So good.
Bristol, yeah, no. I mean, he is. Tom is too Tory, I think. Sus. He is not Tory, but
he's like an undercover agent.
Wow.
Yeah. But we send him into those kind of parties to really bum him out.
Well, I have only met 2 Tory MPs.
Is that all? I've met more Tory MPs than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to bartend at the Houses of Parliament.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I've met a bunch of people that worked for the Canadian Conservative Party.
Boo! Monsters.
Yeah, they are monsters. What?
They are monsters.
No, they were all still liberals. I haven't met anyone. I tell a lie. Go ahead. So we're up to 7.
Belfast.
Well, no. So I said Norwich, and you haven't.
Oh, we haven't finished that yet.
Yeah.
Norwich was racist to my wife, so I don't like it.
Norwich was racist to Sadaf. Yeah, we're gonna have to veto Norwich. I don't go in for that.
Granted, it wasn't the whole population.
Still though. Oh fuck!
It's a good enough. It is a good enough reason to be fair.
Diamond Geyser has got a. Has reminded me.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Norwich. So what are we saying? I'm saying I got to stand by my woman. So I got to say no.
I'm going to stand by Chris's woman as well.
That's absolutely fair.
Yeah, apologies, Tom. Otherwise, I mean, I would have said a decent city. But
Absolutely,
you can't wrong my woman like that. I'm going to go Belfast. I thought Belfast was so fun.
Wrong.
Such a cool city. I had a blast there.
It's an amazing.
I was shocked.
I think it's a fascinating city. I like it. The vibe every time I've been there is such an interesting. It feels like you're in a city, rightly so. It feels like there was an argument that you just walked into because there fucking was.
Turns out, sometimes there had been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Between a fucking, a fucking Finian and a fucking Proddy or whatever the fuck they were called.
Wow.
Ooh, we're tossing out the slur versions. Nice.
I don't even remember.
Someone hit exclamation point bigot.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Have you got that set up on Twitch?
I do. Oh, I forgot that mine links to everyone, so every single one of them did it, and then
so it's just on my Facebook page now.
It certainly is.
with the exclamation point at the start, like it's a Spaniard calling.
Very confusing.
Hey, do you want to hear my xenophobic joke about Spaniards?
Always.
Yes.
Hey, have you ever seen a Spaniard? You know them. Have you ever seen a Spaniard wearing a diamond earring? No, obviously not. That was an Italian. And the inverse is true of mullets.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Look at the mischief in your eyes.
All right, Belfast.
Yeah, Belfast. I gotta say,
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I have the majority rules. I'll allow it.
All right, cool. So we got space for two more. John,
I'm gonna go Bath as suggested by someone in the chat. I agree with you, Alex. The murals are.
I mean, I'll pass to Chris.
I've had a great time in Bath every time I've gone, even when I've had bad shows, which I did once at the Comedia.
No, what do you think of the city?
But the city was. I feel like it's a great place to be old, and I'm not going to hold that against it.
Exactly.
I think it's purpose-built for a group that I'm not a part of.
It's a place that you need to have a charity shop. But
also,
I think that makes it fun.
It's it's not Bristol. If this makes the list, Bath must be lower on the list than Bristol, of course.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
We're only narrowing. We haven't actually made the list yet. Cambridge is not making. What was that? You're putting it as a maybe?
Bath is maybe.
All right.
I think. Okay. All right.
No.
Oh, you know what? Well, no. If that's what you're saying, that's all right. We've needed a unanimous thing, so it's on the maybe thing. I like
it as a maybe.
It's a maybe. Tom, you're up.
I just want to point out Leeds. Ooh, nice. Yeah. No, I'll put Leeds up there very much. So.
Good work.
Here's the thing with Leeds: you never think of it, and then every time you're there, you're going, "I don't ever think of this place. It's wonderful."
Yeah.
And then someone points out all the serial killers, and you go, "That's why."
There it is.
That's West Yorkshire generally.
Yeah, but come on.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to say one, and
so Leeds is straight in.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Leeds is definitely straight in.
Yeah, with a bullet.
And not according to David, Leeds fuck the world.
I think that was for the win, but cool.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck the world. I like fuck the world better.
I'm going to say York.
I've only ever been to the train station, and I've been to York.
I know that it's a city.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I know that it's a great place. So bang, have it.
York. It's great little pubs, fun for wandering, far enough north that it just feels like its own place. I really like York.
It's a lovely place.
Yeah. Again, we have to be clear. One of the keys to England is you have to go extreme north, extreme south. What are you doing in the middle?
Yeah,
you're too close to Leicester. You're too close to Leicester.
I mean, that'd be ridiculous. I mean, none of us have said Bournemouth.
Why would we? Why would we say insane things like that?
David Hoare coming in with a big swing. All right. Was that their agreement?
Yeah, I'm going to say this right now. Not surprised.
Yeah,
not surprised. Like Leeds has that vibe of like it's sort of like when you get to the Midwest of the U.S. where you're like, yeah, I could see there being serial killers. This is Liverpool, which I will not put on the list, but that will probably be a hot button topic as well.
Oh, did none of us say Liverpool?
None of us have said Liverpool.
None of us have said Liverpool.
Oh, that's funny that.
No, interesting. It's a real fucking divide because people go Manchester or Liverpool, as in because there's people that must be right, and then there is other people.
They are both obviously good places.
Yes.
Yeah.
Manchester's better, isn't it?
It certainly
is.
1,000 times better.
Yeah.
I mean, Alex is really pushing for Ipswich, and this is a weird way to do it. Ipswich has serial killers. This live? Yes, Joe, it is. All right, so
I think the word I'm looking for is represent, but with a Z.
Oh yeah, yes. I think it's present. Present. Get it? All right.
Was that 10? Tom, are we at 10?
I think we are at 10.
I think we're at 10.
Are we at 10?
I think we have to decide between Bath and London, or North London.
I'm going to go North London over Bath.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I have to. I feel bad about it, but yeah, it's got to be.
And then that definitely makes us 10. Unless I missed one, and if someone in the chat is going to call me up on my maths, which we pluralize.
Mistakenly, that's fine.
Well, I mean, stick your Lego up your arse.
All right.
But I do think North London then becomes the 10th greatest city in our eyes.
All right, let's. We gotta rank them though. We gotta now rank them. And
do we?
Yes, I think. Well, yeah, we got to make more content for the stream. We're only at 58 minutes, so this is a fun bit.
I thought I could leave and go and have a snack, but sure.
You can. You can. You can also just. Can't you? Is it on your phone?
No, I wrote it on a piece of paper.
No. How you're on the stream. Can't you just take your phone outside for a cigarette?
Yes, I sellotaped it to a thing so it doesn't fall off anymore.
Well, you go smoke. I want to get a cup of coffee. Chris can manage the stream, and then we'll come back, and then we'll rank the cities.
Absolutely.
Okay, then I'm gonna have a smoke because I wanted to smoke. I came straight from an interview for this.
All right. Okay. Well, wait. You can smoke and be on the stream because the window's right there. I know that room.
Yeah, but the light doesn't work. I'm just in the dark, like I'm in the fucking X-Files.
What are you talking about?
The way I've got it set up. If I've got the main room light on, then I look like I have jaundice. So I've got my ring light on. It's hanging on the handle.
It's hanging on the handle, so you can't smoke while you're. Yeah, you can.
Actually, well, let's see. I'll figure something out. You guys go about your day.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 2 seconds.
You leave Betts alone. He can handle it. He's a big boy.
I like leaving Chris in charge. All right, so let's put.
I mean, there is a possibility that Betts does have jaundice.
I mean, he always leaves the stream with Chris because I trust him. I actually like this. It's like an episode of Stranger Things. All right, I'm removing Tom. I'm removing myself.
Right. Get out of here. All right, it's just me now. You like ghosts? Too bad. We're talking about platypus. Can we get Chris clown and a chalkboard since he is holding the screen? Oh, damn. I'm that sweet little girl. I know that from Paul Curry's show. I'm not from this country, so I don't know your rules. Just in the video, Chris, that best explains Norfolk people. You can, but I won't be able to show it because I'm not the in charge person of the stream. You'll have to wait until John gets back. I'm just the face of it right now. Let me tell you why I started smoking in my 30s. I didn't smoke as a child at all, or as a teenager. I started when I was 33 because I realized I did the math, and by the time, why is that fading out? By the time it affects me, I'll already be dead. Any other smokers on there? Sorry I was late for the stream today. I was doing an interview with writer Mark Teo, who is an excellent guy. He's if any of the Canadians are on the stream, D Carp, King Geo, I don't know if you're out there. He wrote a book called Shine about big shiny tunes, and it's great. There's there's some chapters about the album itself, which if you're not Canadian, it was a compilation of alt rock hits in 1996, and and then they have chapters on bands, and one of them is him just making fun of a band called Moist for like 10 pages, and it's a delight. Oh, damn. No one out. Hey, we're back.
Oh, man, that takes me back. God, I used to smoke out that window.
That's what it's made for.
Oh, so much. I remember...
It's such a beaut.
When I was dating someone who didn't like that I smoked, and I remember I snapped one afternoon, and one of the rare times no one was in that house, and I just marched to that fucking window, literally opened it. It was the best cigarette ever.
I think I just burned my eyebrow.
Oh, did
King
you?
Geo, I think so, yeah. King Geo, yeah, no, fair enough. It's only 100 pages, though. You can get it for like $1 on Prime.
How weird was that guy that has done that much research into big shiny tunes?
Super nice guy. Super nice. He's an ex music journalist from Calgary. And he started it. He was given an 800-word article to write about big shiny tunes on like an anniversary of it or something. And then he got drunk with a publisher and made a joke about writing the book, and the publisher was like, yeah, cool, I'll do that. And so he just fucking wrote a book.
I do wonder how much money Much Music made off of that fucking album, now that I think about it, because it was the thing to get for Christmas for a while.
300,000 album sales on the first one.
300,000?
Yeah. And that was just the first one. That wasn't even the best-selling one. 2, I assume,
was the best-selling one. I assume
2 was the best-selling one, yeah.
Because 2 was fucking everywhere.
Yeah, 2 was a big, big deal.
Does everyone sound like Bret Hart?
Everyone sounds like Dylan doing Bret Hart. That's what they sound like.
Yeah. I just want to let everyone know that I cheated on my wife.
I made her watch while I just smoked a joint and banged a chicken.
The thing they remember about me is sometimes I just go to Italy and fuck people. I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
I make them call me Stu.
Yeah, my father's love is to be ignored by him. His attention is like the eye of Sauron.
Constantly on me and like a vagina.
I'm so looking forward to in 2 months when I can actually sleep through the night. God damn it.
Did you hear that they released an IMAX version of Lord of the Rings now?
What are you talking about? Like
There's
during...
like right now, an extended cut IMAX version, like 4K Lord of the Rings, and they released it now.
Why?
I don't know. I assume it's bad and they don't want anyone to see it. They fucked it up somehow. They George Lucas it.
That's so fucking weird. David, what did you send me on Facebook?
Oh, it was a video about people from Norfolk. He wanted to send it to me, but I can't put it up. So,
you can actually.
I don't think I have that power, do I?
Yeah, you see where it says share? Like this is like mute, stop cam, cam mic, share, invite, leave studio.
Cool. Oh, you're gonna need to teach me how to do audio because I was trying to do videos the other day and no joy.
What are you talking about?
So I couldn't get the audio working when I shared it. So I was just being closed captioning for Gilbert Gottfried for a little while.
So what you have to do when you're opening, you have to do it in a when you're opening it, you have to open it as a Chrome tab.
Yeah, did that.
So, and then at the bottom where it says Chrome tab, you'll see a little thing that says share audio.
Aha.
Yeah.
It's exactly 30 days.
Jesus Christ, already.
I used to go to Alaska.
Jesus.
Canada,
this looks like that murderous king in Game of Thrones.
I can't wait.
David, is this the guy that killed his boyfriend?
Yeah, he's got real these teeth have known human flesh vibes. Welcome back, Tom. We were just talking about you.
Welcome back, Tom. We're just watching this horrible monster.
Absolutely great. But at the same time, I'll be sad to leave Norfolk. It's been my home county for the last 18 years.
I was brought up here. I went to school and college here.
Oh,
it was
Christ.
Here that I got my
This is part one? Who is this guy?
I murdered my mother here. I wear her skin as a dress here. I go to the Tesco's nude, covered in mud. And when they say leave, I then just shit in the produce aisle.
We turned my father into a ribbon and then danced around the maypole with his skin.
Yeah. What's crazy about this is it's somehow far creepier and yet makes me more concerned about humanity than Ram Ranch.
I forgot about Ram Ranch already.
No, I haven't forgot about it.
First buzz for broadcasting, and it was Norfolk that sparked some of my passion for geography.
Oh, fuck this guy.
Oh, I hate this guy so much.
Oh, this guy's a creep. This guy at best has sniffed a woman's head while she's asleep.
Oh yeah.
And we're talking
this guy at best didn't murder his mother.
Yeah. At best. Did not. She's very hurt though. Like it's not for lack of trying.
Yeah, she has begged for death.
Yeah.
He won't give in.
Death is a release, mother.
In this 4-part series,
oh my
join
God,
me,
4
Jack
parts.
Lemmon, celebrate
Sweet mother of God.
David, who is this
some
guy and
aspects
why
of
has he
Norfolk
done this?
that make this county like no other.
Does he fuck the dirt?
Is this 10 minutes of him humping a gopher hole?
I think this guy's a serial fucker. Soil fucker is what I'm saying. Yeah, this guy's Timothy McVeigh, but he lacked a van and explosives.
How does part 4 end, do you think? Does he just kill everyone in the room?
Yeah. Part 4 it's just him screaming bloody murder in a shipping container.
He filmed this before going to Canada. When he gets to Canada, he ages about 40 years. Well, that's because he can't eat those kids anymore. Canadian kids are faster, more robust.
Let's just see how part 4 ends. This is part 4, the best of Norfolk. What the fuck?
Whoa. Is it spying it for his prey?
He's a twitcher.
This guy is?
Yes.
Those were just some of my many memories.
Oh my God!
I've got plenty more. Too many.
Why is he wearing a leather jacket while on a bicycle? That's an incongruous uniform for that vehicle.
Share with you here.
Why do
Probably
you
the
think
best thing about me.
What?
Okay,
that's a yes. Hello. You see a leather jacket? Leather jacket doesn't go with bicycle.
Future Bear King, very funny.
Can I ask the both of you?
Gritty.
Yes.
How you would pronounce the Premier International Football Tournament?
Wait, I don't. Is that the Premier League?
The Premier League?
No. I mean, you both pronounced that incorrectly, but
and there's two of us, so actually
international football tournament.
The FA Cup, the World Cup.
Thank you.
Soccer Town.
Yeah.
So
The Stanley Cup. Hockey's greatest prize. Most important cup in sports.
You are
super foot dance.
Mm-hmm. The Grey Cup, named after Lord Grey.
Delighting in annoying me, aren't you?
I don't think you've ever sounded more like a drunk dad in your entire life. You're delighting in annoying me, aren't you, boys? You right there in that moment, you could now be Falstaff.
Good call.
I would be a very good Falstaff.
You would be a very good Falstaff.
I'll tell you who I would be best as is Polonius.
Polonius Monk? He's a great pianist.
This music is terrible. I'm drawing a blank. I know you're gonna say it. I'm gonna kill.
He's Ophelia's dad.
Yes, he is Ophelia's dad.
And
I don't remember that character enough.
As him.
I assume he wasn't a good guy because Ophelia had a pretty rough go as far as teenagers are concerned.
He's a dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He really thinks he's right.
Yeah, in a play of cucks, he's cuck supreme.
In a play of cucks, he is this guy.
I don't know. Yeah, you'd be a good Polonius, but you're not really a bag of shit. And Polonius is a real bag of shit.
That
is acting, of course.
Yeah.
You know which Shakespeare my email address is a quote from.
Oh, you said this on the last stream.
You said this on the last stream, and I've forgotten again. And I remember when you said it to me, absolutely, because I was like, "That's where I fucking recognize it from," and it's gone again.
Well, no, I remember your face.
Death of a sailboat.
Is it Death of a Salesman?
It is not Death of a Salesman, but I will show you this.
No, it's from
was
fucking.
Was it Oklahoma?
Thank you, Baldy 3. It's King Lear.
Yeah, King Lear. Yeah,
it's King Lear. But so here is my mug from Death of a Salesman, which I did in Northampton, which got nowhere near our top rankings.
No, absolutely not.
But the guy who made this mug for me died in tech rehearsal.
Yes, I remember this. Yes, yeah, their Willie fucking. It was your Willie fucking kicked the fucking bucket.
Yeah.
Wait, Willie is British for dick. I need you to
no,
be specific.
No. Well, yes, it is, but it's also the name of the salesman.
Willie Loman. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He died super hard.
I'm going to say this. It somewhat shows his commitment to his craft that he fucking died in preparation for Death of a Salesman while playing that part. Because you were like a bunch of, you weren't Biff. Is that his name? Yeah.
No, I was not Biff. I was two minor characters. But it was an actual, like proper tour.
Was it? I remember it was like a fucking disaster. Like I just remember seeing you at some point. And you were kind of just, it seemed like a bit of a disaster because someone died.
Yeah, no, it really was hard work.
Yeah.
If you don't count the whole death, though, what a great time.
Yeah, it would be like,
oh my god, yeah.
Because it's one of those things where it's like Death of a Salesman is both an ensemble, but very much also very, very reliant on the salesman.
100%. And props to Nick Wooderson who came in, and so the 3 weeks that we would have done at the home theatre, as it were, just got repurposed to be rehearsal. And Nick Wooderson came in and picked up the part.
You're saying Nick Wooderson like that's someone I should have heard of?
Oh no, I mean, he probably shouldn't have.
Okay,
but
fair enough. I just felt uncultured there for a second.
Yeah,
So I
make an
wanted to
effort
check
not
in.
to.
like he is an English theatre actor. I didn't know him before. He's in Heaven's Gate.
Oh, great!
Which is his last Hollywood movie.
Yeah. I'm sure he doesn't brag about that very often.
He's in noted cinematic disaster, Heaven's Gate. Yeah, the movie that Bob Evans accused a lot of people of being too high during production, and when Bob Evans in the '60s is going, "You guys are too high," you immediately should just be taken to a rehab facility. If that, yeah,
that's your rock bottom. That's it.
I mean,
that's a moment of clarity.
The Kid Stays in the Picture is such a fascinating read as a book because it's one half such an interesting insight into when artists are actually allowed to run a company. / such a cautionary tale against doing that because they are going to do cocaine. Here's Bob Evans. It is 1970, whatever the fuck. Here's what I'm doing today. Bunch of rails. I'm going to go tell Mario Puzo to go fuck himself. Day over. Let's fucking rank some fucking UK cities, gentlemen. All right, what are our 10 cities to choose from?
Oh, right. Edinburgh, Glasgow, Manchester, what looks like on my list as Doritos.
Could be Brighton.
Yeah, probably Brighton.
That's probably Brighton, yeah. Nottingham, Belfast, Leeds, and York.
And North London's in there as well?
North London's on the side, along with London and Bath.
Oh, North London made it into the cut. We cut Bath. North London's in.
Didn't we cut Bath and North London is in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I think Tom's angry at us.
I'm not angry at all.
Okay, good. I mean, okay. I am with Alex on.
Agree to disagree, but I think Belfast is a fantastic city.
All right, so we gotta go. Are we going? Which one are we? Are we gonna start at 10? Move down.
Well, the worst one is Nottingham, right? That's the bottom.
How we are going to resolve this shit.
I mean, that's the whole point of streaming: is we just fucking blab, and then in a little while we stop talking.
Don't tell them the secrets, John.
I mean, they're fine; they figured it out.
Newcastle's in there as well.
Yeah, Newcastle. Okay, I'm gonna say Nottingham is 10. I'm saying
Nottingham's got to be.
Nottingham 10. Is definitely 10. Yeah. Although Belfast may be 10.
Nah, Belfast is like 6.
I think Belfast might be 10.
Are these two 10s for Belfast? Belfast is worse than Nottingham.
Yeah,
are you serious?
Nottingham is a good place.
Nottingham
is a good place.
Nottingham also
good place.
I would almost also take the train to Nottingham to go to one particular fish and chip shop. I would almost do it. Like I wouldn't do it, but like if I was like, what am I gonna do today? And I was like,
they also have a really great club called Rock City.
They have a really good what?
Are people drag racing outside one of your homes?
That's literally outside of my house, and I have no idea what's. I'm gonna look.
Yeah, I need to know what this is.
So Rock
Alex,
City,
thank you very much.
That does stand up occasionally, but does really good music shows. And I will put Nottingham over Belfast every time, I think.
Belfast
Ludicrous.
is 10. Belfast is 10.
I mean, I admit that I lose, but it's under protest. Under protest.
Fine. Well, you're gonna like this. Nottingham is 9.
I think that's fair. Number 8.
York.
I think it's got to be Brighton.
No,
Brighton's higher up. It's got to be York.
Okay.
York is like good, but not.
Who else?
York. I'd say York.
What else is on the list? I would say Newcastle.
Oh no, Newcastle's higher up. Newcastle's better than York.
Yeah, like
Newcastle's fun, man.
I'll take York.
All right. I'm gonna say North London.
For number 7.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. Number 7.
Hang on.
I think we asked the wrong guy to keep track.
No, I disagree entirely. This is exactly because Tom, he's going to get all rules.
That's true. He's a big fan of the rules. He's Mr. Rules.
Leeds is better than North London.
Leeds is better than North London. I agree.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, so Leeds has to be further down the list than North London, definitely. In fact, next city, Leeds.
Okay, there was a North London, fine. Leeds better than Newcastle.
Yes, Leeds is better than Newcastle. 100% better. 100%.
Man, I am not vibing with you guys on this at all.
100% Leeds is better than Newcastle.
No way. Newcastle feels like an actual city. Leeds is like fucking parts of it are fine, and then you go out and there's a wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's all right. We got a fucking ringer in. Fair enough.
Also, no, because Newcastle has that one bit up from the train station, which is really fun. But then you go the other way, and you're like,
also, Bielsa is God.
I don't know who that is, but sure. Because
also
because you're fucking Philistines.
He's not from Leeds though. He just moved there.
He's from Rosario.
I think you'll find it's pronounced Philistines. so happy with myself. So happy.
Okay. So we're saying Newcastle 7, Leeds 6. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. I then would go Edinburgh, Glasgow is how I would put it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then who's left after that, Tom? Once you've written that down, let us know. Because it's nitty gritty now.
Yeah, this is gonna get bloody.
We have Bristol.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about them?
We have Bristol.
Can you just name everything that's left? Just so
Bristol, Brighton, and Manchester is what I would think are left.
We have Bristol, Brighton, and Manchester. Yes.
Okay. Ooh.
Manchester is not number 1, but
if it's not, then Brighton is.
See, I don't know. Bristol might be.
I don't think. I'm
putting Manchester.
You say
Bristol,
Manchester 1?
I mean, I'm arguing you. I mean, you both were not going to let me put Edinburgh top. So,
I mean, Manchester could be number 1. Actually,
those three,
Manchester's number 1. Yeah, Manchester's number 1.
Yeah, Manchester's number 1.
Bristol's like cool, but there isn't a lot to do late at night, and it's sort of sleepy.
Yeah, you're right.
Comfortable. Brighton is only half of Brighton. Hove is the other half, and Hove sucks.
Yeah, and that I hold that against.
Manchester, Brighton, Bristol.
I'm not shocked by this at all. What did you?
Yeah, that works.
Ore pal, the entire list is fucking. I love Scottish people, but I wish I could love anything as much as Scottish people love Scotland, or people from Chicago love Chicago. Like there is, I don't know what love it. Like Scottish people love Scotland in a way that I can't even comprehend.
But it's like how Quebecois love Quebec. It's if you feel crushed,
it's
then
more.
You're gonna
it's even more. I would say the Scottish people love it more.
People from Glasgow hate Edinburgh.
Yeah, like it's even that, and yet they still love Scotland. Like it's this weird. Like they're like, I'm aware that Edinburgh is in Scotland, and I hate it.
No, but they delete Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Like we kind of did with London, honestly.
It's not a good city.
It's a great city. It's also a terrible city. That's its main problem.
Yeah.
Get your shit together, London. Pick a lane.
Like when Paul Duncan McGarity explained to me that they could have made straight roads after World War II, but they intentionally made them curved again because that's how they were before. Right there, I was just like, these fucking English people. Like these.
That's exactly why I love us.
That's insane.
Of course. This is the other thing, is you say that to English people and they go, yeah, everything. I get all of that. Yeah.
Because why not? Why not honor what has gone before?
I mean, yes, this has been the argument for racism, if anything.
Yeah, why not improve? You fucking weirdo.
Yeah, why not do things the way we used to do them? Well, we have showers and doors and respect for women. I don't like
I'd
the sound
rather
of any of that.
wallow.
Yeah.
I'd rather wallow in smack. Thank you very much.
Paris is bullshit.
Paris is bullshit. I will say that.
Yeah, Paris is bullshit.
I
think it used to be amazing. I really think it used to be amazing. But now, whenever I've gone, it's like everyone's aware that they're in Paris.
Because it thinks it's great.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone acts like they're on a fucking TV show or a postcard or something.
100%. In the competition, London v Paris. London beats the shit out of Paris, shits in its mouth, makes it eat and go, your restaurant's not very good, which I also will stand by.
Oh, no, that's wrong.
No, I understand it's a controversial statement, but I just want to hurt the French.
Fair enough.
Okay. Absolutely fair enough. And Barcelona probably kicks the shit out of Paris's restaurants.
I mean, yeah. Here's a weird thing. Lived in Europe for 6 years. Never went to Spain.
Oh, you missed out, man. Spain's great.
I know. It's really stupid. I should have gone. Like, I went to Belgium more than I went to Spain, that should be illegal.
But that's where the money is. Spain, not paying you.
I've had some amazing times at Belgium because Belgium is dumb. They haven't actually passed the smoking law.
That's true.
So
it is like Michigan there.
Like, I put out a fag going into a restaurant, and then the person inside was like, "No, but you could have continued smoking."
Oh, it's like also like when you go to. I was in Portugal, shooting a commercial, no big deal, and I was on my way to almost be detained from being able to enter the United Kingdom, and I've never been so upset that was happening because in Portugal, you know how they always have those little booths for smoking? In Portugal, they had basically half the waiting area in the airport was glassed in, and you could just go, and it was like walking into an airlock. Like you just open it and just sit there. Yeah.
Have you been to Geneva Airport?
Yes.
No.
Have you been to the smoking room in Geneva Airport?
No, that was before I smoked. What is it?
Oh, fuck. It's amazing. It's leather check. Oh. I did but I didn't work, did it?
That was really good.
The fact that you could hear the tape coming off whatever it's stuck to as well as it fell.
Oh, man. I really want some paella now. All right, let's.
Let me tell you about the worst smoking room I ever saw.
Okay, well, no. Let's. We'll go through. Okay, so hang on 1 second. I got to do something.
Oh, hit it.
Go ahead, Tom.
So much tape. So there's leather armchairs in there.
Nice.
And all of the armchairs have what's the word?
Ashtrays?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cigarette?
Yeah. Cigarette burns?
Ashtrays in them. And you can just press them. And then there is a vacuum that just sucks all of the ash.
Oh, that's good. That is the opposite of
really good.
I went to a casino with Joe E, a Canadian promoter who lives in North Europe. And he took me to this casino, and they had smoking booths in the casino that were like phone booth sized glass cubes with just mega suction cutting everything up, but you could only fit one smoker in at a time, and they were always all filled with old Chinese men.
Oh yeah, of course.
Have you ever been to Denmark in the winter?
Yes.
They have those like phone booths of smoker.
Yeah, it's the
I
one
have to knock and get the guy to hurry up.
The one that killed me is I was in the Ukraine, and they said smoking or non-smoking, and I was a smoker at the time, and I said non-smoking, but they could, and he could see me. He's like, "But you're a smoker," and I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'll put you on this floor, and that's for smokers that want a non-smoking room, and then there's a room in the middle of that floor, and you just go in there and smoke." And I went, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah," and it was literally like armchairs, and you could like. It was a fucking ritzy hotel. And here's the thing. It was like Ukraine still pretty soon after the invasion. So like,
oh, wow.
It was just us and Russians that I was not talking to. And they were like, they were smoking, but they were all smoking where it's like, I think they just killed someone.
Yeah. Yeah. Russian soldiers, bit of a smoker.
These were listen, I like a Russian soldier because they have like orders. These were Russian businessmen. That's much scarier. We take your passport because fuck you. Oh man, I do. That was always the fun of when you're smoking, going to Europe, because it's like playing Russian roulette of like, what are the smoking laws in this country? And then you just get to Switzerland, and they're like, anybody want? Because we are William Boris.
You know, in Switzerland, it's illegal to keep your car running at a red light.
What?
Yep.
You have to turn off your car?
Yep.
That uses way more gas.
Yeah.
That's not how they made their laws.
Yeah, but they also have a law that says if a bunch of dudes with swastikas on their shirts just deposit money in their banks, they can just be like, well, those guys are gone.
Did you know Switzerland has enough bunker space for every single person that lives there?
Pardon me, say that again, Chris, and then we'll go to Tom.
Switzerland has enough bunker space.
Oh, yes, I did know this, yes.
For every single person, plus some extras who maybe just happen to be in town during the nuclear holocaust. Just ready. Just at all times. You guys seem nonplussed about that. That is insane.
I'm not surprised.
I knew that already.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm also not surprised by anything the Swiss do militaristically, because they have all those fake chalets in the mountains. They've wired one of the mountains to explode. Like, it's also you go there.
All the bridges with bombs on them.
Yeah. You also go there and go, no one's invading. This place sucks, and you're all boring.
It had all the gold, though. I get it. Nazis were crazy.
I once played cards.
Always bragging.
Yeah. I hope that's the end of the story.
I
just want to play.
I want to play cards with the Argentinian ambassador to
yes,
Bangladesh.
Yes.
To where?
To Bangladesh. I was living there at the time, so it's not that much of a brag. Anyway, he told me a joke, and maybe you'd like to hear it.
I would like to hear it, yes. I would like to hear it now, please.
God, I hope you tell that Spaniard's Italian joke
if
again.
You tell the stands. Oh, he's frozen. God damn it, Tom.
Fuck.
Yes, okay, go. He's back. Give us the joke.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Yep.
You're back.
So the Argentinian ambassador told me this joke. He said, I was sat next to the Belgian
oh shit!
And the Belgian.
It cut out. You got to start again.
Okay. Start again?
Yeah.
Start again.
So the Argentinian ambassador was sat next to the Belgian man, and the Belgian man says, I'm the Belgian cultural attaché. And the Argentinian man says, well, I'm the Swiss cultural attaché. Swiss naval attaché.
That's a very catty joke.
I don't get it.
Because Belgium doesn't have culture.
Oh, he zinged him.
Yeah.
It's
very catty.
Like there were 2 more lines to that joke, but Betts has absolutely nailed it.
Sorry, I thought you were done. I thought you were pausing for laughter.
No. Yeah. There were 2 more lines, but Betts nailed it. Belgium doesn't have a culture.
I like the editing of that. It gave it a nice Waiting for Godot vibe, where it was just very clipped and just sort of like naval attaché. Yeah.
Is that
have you ever seen Waiting for Godot, there's all these, they'll just do these weird repetitive movements over and over again that you specifically have to do, or you can get sued by the Beckett estate.
Wow.
Yeah, like it has to be 2 men. It can't be women. Like they've tried to do like female versions of Waiting for Godot, and they're like, absolutely, you're not allowed. Yeah, it's very bizarre. Gentlemen,
and that was a really good joke about the first joke in Waiting for Godot.
Well, good job, everybody. I missed the reference, but that's on me.
I mean, more of a Waiting for Guffman fan, I guess.
Felicity Guffman?
Oh, fuck.
I was trying to take my shoe off, and that is literally the first joke in Waiting for Godot.
Oh, yes, you are right. Oh, that is very good. All right, plug your things, gentlemen. Chris,
subscribe or follow. Do both to my channel. It's a twitch.tv/Chris Betts. It's just my name. It's right at the bottom. Subscribe to my podcast, Chris Betts Versus. I'll be back next Wednesday with JJ Whitehead, friend of the show, and hopefully, maybe Phil Nickel, but I can't guarantee Phil yet.
No one knows. Chris, you'll be back on Sunday with us here.
I will. Oh, and I'm launching my Big Shiny podcast next Tuesday. So subscribe to that because
it's big. And yes, Alex Watson, you may please. Tom, you have something to plug in conjunction with Alex. So Alex plug and then Tom plug.
Does Alex want to go first?
Yes, Alex is going to go.
Alex just did it. John, do you want to bring it up on the screen?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Charity stream, raise money for mental health mind. Great.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
For some audio.
Tom is frozen. So, ladies and gentlemen, on the 15th of November, there will be a 12-hour comedy stream featuring UK comedian Chaz Redhead. Please go and see that. And our very own Tom Tuck, frequent guest here on the stream, will be popping in to do Mountain Goat songs. Welcome back, Tom.
Hey, Tom. Good to see you.
And Tom, why Mountain Goat songs?
I was asked by Mark Watson, who you both know, I'm sure, a few years ago, if I had any bad ideas. And Tom Tuck sings the Mountain Goats. And he was like, yeah, that's just fucking terrible.
And the show's been going on ever since.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Yeah.
That was 3 years ago, yeah.
Wonderful stuff. All right, give me and Chris, that's your thing. Go check out that thing with Alex. Please join the Discord. Please follow and subscribe me and Chris.
You can buy my DVD. Just email me.
Yeah, Tom is selling them one at a time. You can also buy tickets to. I'm doing a Zoom gig there with Liz Mealy, very fun comedian. Who's been
say hi to Liz for me.
I will. Another person who's lived in our house.
She took over my room.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. My mom died.
Yes, your mom did die. According to Baldy 3, it is a great DVD.
I believe that. Tom's a funny man.
And what show is it? It is the Disney show, I assume that is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Your award-winning show?
Award-losing, thank you.
Oh, yes, award-nominated. Who beat you?
Humphrey Carr.
Oh, wait. One of the other Dreadfuls took your award?
Yep.
Pretty great. That's pretty.
Mm.
Wait, were all three of you nominated the same?
It's beautiful.
Were all three of you nominated for Best Newcomer? Please say.
No, but we all three did a show.
Wait, so were two of you nominated for Best Newcomer? Here's a weird thing. I've never met
David.
Yeah, I've never met the other Dreadfuls.
Yeah, me neither.
You love them. They're great.
Actually, yeah, I'm sure I would. But yeah, it's a weird thing. I've only known. It's like I've met. It's like Tom is John Lennon. I met him during his New York period.
Ooh.
Which means he's about to be shot, and he's also partaking in a lot of very questionable art, which is pretty accurate, actually.
Yeah. He's gonna start naming his albums with the N-word in it.
Yeah. I mean, that was just a song, and it is so weird. By the way, no one talks about that. Like,
I only use that word when it's a G chord.
Such a weird joke.
I didn't get that at all, and that makes it the perfect Tom Tuck joke.
Yeah. All right. Who are we rating? Let's talk about rating.
Oh, I have a. That's right. I have a Discord. Apparently, I'm still not sure what it is. But
Like a message
it's there.
board.
Oh, cool. Okay, so just another chat, just an off Twitch chat.
Yeah,
Come on
exactly.
down.
Yeah.
Come on
in.
down.
Who are we rating?
Oh, Wandering Joy. It's just my name. Thank you for asking.
Oh yeah, is hangs with hands on? We rated her last week though. Let's find someone else. And also
I should post it in John's Discord, but I am not a member of that, so I don't know how.
Yeah, and I don't know how to make you a member of that, by the way.
You are both so bad at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Just trying to figure it out. Just getting in.
I love that you are so bad at this.
Yeah, this stream belongs to Alex. All right, do we have
These are facts.
Oh my word.
Who we streaming? Who's online?
Who are we rating? Someone make a choice. Someone make a pick. Someone from one of your things. Give me a suggestion here.
Who's even online? Let's see. Hans is on.
Is
That's the only
Hands
one
on?
that I follow who's on. Hans is on, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we're rating Hangs with Hands. All right. We will raid. What's our raid message? What is our raid message? Hams.
Waiting for Felicity Guffman.
Yeah. I was going to say, can we be waiting for Felicity Guffman's? It's not that. It is not that.
God damn it, Alex. My wife is not pleased that that's become my nickname.
Yes, I think she is.
Do you know the Colbert?
Thank you, Alex.
I mean, it's probably a writerful Colbert. Their joint name is William H. Muffman.
Say that again.
William H. Muffman. It's such a good joke, and well done to whichever Colbert writer made it.
Oh, that's very good. Okay, so we're waiting. It's waiting for Felicity Huffman, or waiting for Felicity Guffman. That's what our raid message is.
Yeah,
right.
Waiting for Felicity Guffman.
Well, Tom, Chris, another excellent stream. We did almost
Pleasure.
nothing, gentlemen. We'll see you over at Hangs with Hands. Have a one.
We ranked some shit.
We certainly
Goddamn
did.
right, we did.
Chris, I will see you on Sunday. Tom, you can't come back until next week. If you come back next week, you have to bring Ben Tarjay. And
Ben will be here on Friday, but his schedule is not up to me.
I know. So Tom is on the shelf until he can provide Ben Tarjay for the stream. And of course, we're joking. He can join anytime he wants. Thank you so much for
Baldy. I'll raid. Sorry for cutting in there. Baldy ass.
I'm already rating.
But I don't think that raids my channel as well.
Oh no, yes. So do you know how to raid too? With Hangs
I
with
do.
Hands?
Yeah.
So you shoot him over.
Don't really know how Twitch works.
Neither do you.
I do. I just don't have a Twitch stream.
I thought you were going to say I do. I'm just not going to tell you.
I mean, that's basically what he did. All right, let's head over there. See you there.
Enjoy, everybody. See you later.